Okay, let's try again. So avc1964. A winner did well earlier actually. I think probably for my game of the day earlier, that winner. So this is not winner now though. Into this gambit. What about knight b5 here? Is that f6? I suppose it's f6. I mean that's murky. So maybe just I'll play that anyway. I think bishop d3, and it's not that clear. So it's queen h5, and there's rook h3. I think I've seen some ideas like this before. Queen h5 and rook h3, trying to get an attack. Okay. It would be funny if my nicer games today as white would be against the French defence. If I did get a good attack from this one, that would be quite interesting. So rook h3 here. Centre's about to crumble, but getting an attack, maybe. Okay, a little bit of a concession maybe. I've still got rook f3 on the cards. Rook f3 and queen e6 might be dangerous. Sneaky rook move in this line. I can play rook f3 quietly here, rather than just taking. Maybe got c4. No, he doesn't want to play c4, let's just move the bishop. With check, knight c3. What do I want to do as well? H5, H6. He's going to move his king at some point. And he's going to play E5. Then I might be in trouble. That's bishop F5. It's not so clear. So given that's the case, what about bringing the knight in then? So knight G5. Knight G5, knight H7, check. Okay, he's aiming for that C4 move. So knight C3, there's CD. If I move the king though, there's still C4. If I move the king, C4, EF, there might be queen G5 there anyway. I get my rook to E1. So he plays C4, I take, takes, maybe queen G5. It's on the cards. So queen G5. If he takes, then I could take on F6 and end up playing maybe knight D6. So queen G5 here. There's also, I think queen G5 here. Then maybe knight F4 to H5. Actually, maybe Queen F4 was better. But D6. No, I think that's okay for Rook F6. And that Rook's vulnerable as well. Say King E7, then maybe that to bear in mind this idea of actually just Rook F6 and Queen G7 if King E7. I'm wondering to do Tal again tonight. Actually, I've got another Tal session coming up later. I think there is some inspiration from Tal games, and I do like games like this. I just didn't want to start boring people. Maybe a little bit of a change to someone else is justified, but I do find the Tal games, they're very inspirational. They sort of wake you up. Okay, he's consuming a lot of time here. There's some clear problems finally. His rooks are not coordinated. His bishop, knight, queen. His queen's certainly offside, trying to win material. I hope I'm still connected. Okay. So Rook F6. Okay. Gonna win the rook. Or play knight D6 check. If I win the rook or knight D6 check, I think I'll win the rook because the knight's holding up these squares over here. So bring the queen in. That's a shame. It's defending quite well now. So the knight actually has to retreat right there. So what next? I'm in trouble, am I? Let's think optimistically here. That's a pain, isn't it, as well, that move? So I need some good moves again. He's only got 15 seconds to finish me off. What about Rook E1 for knight D5? Knight D5, yeah, I think I'll play that. So knight D5 here. Oh, there's Queen E1, and then so I've got to do something about that pawn. So Queen takes here for a sec. There might still be knight D5 with Queen B2. So I'm on E7, Queen E7, Queen C7. So I think knight D5. Oh, there's Queen B5 if he wants it. Oh dear, to win the knight. But I will pick up C2. So there's Rook takes C1 here. Blimey. Okay, so yeah, I hope you found that interesting. I think this is my second favourite game of the day, and it's another French defence. I don't know what it is about the French defence this morning, playing against it, but seems a lot of fun. I don't know, the fun factor for the French defence is high at the moment this morning. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks so much.